This training provides a deep history of yoga. It is rooted in the Himalayan tradition. It is affiliated with Yoga Alliance, which gives you an accreditation with a registered yoga school. It provides you with a core curriculum, anatomy, physiology, ethics, philosophy, history, including the historical texts, Yoga Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, and we'll take a deep dive into some of those more subtle aspects of yoga, yamas and niyamas, koshas, kleshas, gunas, all of those things that you may have heard referenced in class, but you have no idea what they are. Although Sanskrit is not a big part of this training, we will touch on it so that you have a how can they say that word? You'll have an understanding of the language. It will take a deeper dive into Ayurveda. So I have a extensive background in Ayurveda and a love for that science. And so I will pair it, and we will talk about yoga and as a lifestyle in that life science. We will dive deep into philosophy as well. So Tantra philosophy, Sankhya philosophy, just giving a broad overview of all of those different options. And then you can decide if those are areas of yoga you'd like to take a little bit further. In our anatomy section, we'll talk about the skeletal structure, all the body systems, polyvagal theory, spending a lot of time on the nervous system so that you can understand how yoga affects the nervous system. We will talk about alignment, although this isn't not an alignment-based training. I believe in bio-individuality, and so no universal alignment, but we will speak to contraindications and safety and those things that are really important as far as alignment goes when you are looking at teaching a class. Ethics will play a big role. I believe yoga is a way of being, it's a way of living, and so we will dive deep into the yamas and niyamas. It's important. My intention for this training is to provide certification for students that want to become teachers. But that's secondary. What I really want to provide is an opportunity for students to learn more about yoga and about themselves. So I will cover teaching methodologies, class structure, sequencing, the business of yoga, the ethics of being a yoga teacher, and all of those really important elements. But it won't be the meat of the training. That being said, if you want to be a yoga teacher, you will certainly walk out of this training with all the tools that you need. You'll have practice teaching, you will have ready-made classes so that you can just step into a studio. I will offer ways that you can approach studios. Part of this training is going to be visiting other studios. We'll have some field trips, so you'll get to see what's out there in studio space. And I will also cover all of the different avenues as a yoga teacher training. Now that could be individual classes, it can be workshops, it can be retreats and events, it could be leading your own yoga teacher training. We'll also briefly discuss all of the different class styles. So from gentle yoga, prenatal, postnatal yoga, yin, restorative, kundalini, vinyasa, flow, hatha, throwing these names out there, but we'll go over all of it. So you know if you want to focus on a specific class style or a specific path when it comes to your future trainings. We'll have several guest teachers. It's really important to me that you see all different styles of teaching yoga. And so through the local community, I've done a reach out and we'll have people come and share their journey, teach classes, as well as talk about subjects that they're passionate about. That gives you an overview of the basic content. If you have specific questions, reach out to me. One other thing that I want to touch on is the structure of the training. Although I like the idea of an intensive 30-day, month-long training, logistically, it's really hard. So I've broken up this training into 10 weekends, and I've decided not to do Fridays. That will allow people to have that kind of wind down time at the end of their weeks. Also, for people who are traveling for this training, it's not yet one more day of travel. So we'll do a full day on Saturday and a full day on Sunday. If this training sounds right for you, I encourage you, apply. I am requiring applications. It's the best first step, but if you want to speak to me individually, reach out and we'll have a call. I think it's really important to get all your questions answered before you make this investment, because it does require a commitment. And so just knowing that this is the next step will make you feel more confident in that decision.